Well, hello model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Raul. And this week, being that this is going to be the 1st of July by the time you're seeing this video, I'm going to do my stash ads for June, the kits that I picked up in June, which isn't a whole lot, but we'll get into what I did pick up. But it kind of comes with the territory where, I've got a ton of muscle cars, and I've got almost anything I could think of to build, I should say. I have one of these kits already, the earlier version of this, and I actually dug it out just for giggles here. I've got the first version from the 90s, which is the first kit bash of it. So, after looking at my notes and playing with some coronets and some of the other stuff I was looking at, I realized I actually needed one more of these kits, and I only had the one. And it's because of different projects. With that purple box art car, I had planned to do another Super B, and I wanted to use the regular pitchfork hood, and I realized, I think I want to do that one as a 446 pack Super B, because the Hemis came with the Ram Charger hood, which is on this box as well, and both kits have the Ram Charger hood. The original version of it had the pitchfork hood. And, if I can get my hands on one of those kits to borrow from somebody, I'll check with Marty and see if he actually has one. And maybe I'll do a kit comparison of the three kits. But this one, I knew it had much better decals than the original one. The original one was kind of funny about the decals on it. But this one has three color Super B ones, white, black, and blue. And if I remember right, the other kit has pretty much Coronet RT stripes with no Super B logos on two of the stripes, and one of the stripes had the Super B, so it only had the one color Super B. I just don't remember right now if it's black or white, and it didn't come with the C stripes. Only the Pro Street version came with those originally. So, matter of fact, I'm saying it. Yeah, I think it's the white stripe. Here's that pitchfork hood from Model House that I've, tossed in here. This one hasn't been gone through. Hasn't even really been opened. It's just been sitting forever. But let's see. Here's the original. Yeah, look at that. The white stripe is Super B. Then the red and black are just Coronet RT. So the ironic part about that is, the Coronet RT stripe is in there. And I've got Fred Cady ones as well. But this kit only comes with a 446 pack. That's the only engine in it. So, my plans were, I think this one will be a 446 pack, but I'll switch it to the pitchfork hood because you could have either hood with that engine from what I remember. Now this one being, this kit, it actually has both engines. It has all the Hemi parts, a lot of the Pro Street parts in it as well. Pad printed tires. And then I wanted to do a Coronet RT Hemi car. So here's these are really old actually. AFX and scale resin. That's how old these are. And it's got the side scoops and the tail panel. I used that on my convertible that I built a long time ago. And this one I wanted to do a Coronet RT coupe. So I've had these parts, but I forgot I didn't have the kit. And then this one, being the newer version that has both the Hemi and the 446 pack, I mean, literally two complete engines and a lot of the Pro Street parts and everything. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to keep my eyes open and I'll pick one of these up. And unfortunately, Hobby Nut Models doesn't have it. And it's becoming hard to turn up. They're still out there, but it's from 2024. And I had my chance to get it, but I didn't realize. It's like, all right, I wasn't in a big hurry to get it, wasn't thinking about it. I'm like, oh, wait, I do need one of these. So I did pick one up. I also have the last detail decals for some of these Super Bs, which I have in that other box as well. So maybe I'll do a kit comparison of these, but I'll see if I can get an original kit because the chassis are much different. But that's enough of this one. We'll move on to the other thing I picked up. And here's the other one I picked up here. This is the 26 Ford T Sedan delivery. This was a sealed kit. Got it out of a collection and for like 18 bucks. So it was pretty cool. I wasn't looking for it. Wasn't anything, that stood out to me. It did remind me of a previous build I did. And I was thinking of that. One of the ones when I was teen or preteen. because I was building whatever came to mind, whatever kit that I was able to pick up and buy, and I thought was cool and fun to build. But I had this orange vehicle like this, where the front doors open, the back opened, and that's what this was reminding me of. But this one, the doors don't open, and I think that was an AMT kit. I'm really not even sure what kit it is I'm thinking of. So if you guys happen to know, let me, put it in the comments if you know specifically an AMT kit that's like that. But it was a sedan delivery body like this, and I don't remember if it had windows back here or if it was no windows at all. But I thought this was cool with the wheels and everything. I was looking it over. The kit's from 2000. Not a whole lot of pieces. 113 it says, but there's not quite as much in there as I saw. One thing, I thought this Shelby Cobra small block was pretty cool. I like that, but I don't like that air cleaner. I kind of like a more round traditional air cleaner. And then whatever this is supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be an AC compressor. It doesn't look like one, but that's where the compressor would be, because the alternator's on the other side. As far as, a 289 that came with air. Not too many, I don't recall any Shelbys really coming with air conditioning for 66 and 65s. 67s, believe it did, which could have came with a 289. And only the 66 convertibles came with air. But thought that was interesting. Don't really care for that air cleaner. Might change it. It's got the T oil pan in there. The Cobra aluminum T oil pan, to be specific. Another thing I thought was kind of cool was a rear window with the engraving in there that's molded in there. And I remember having a model or two of that, but I don't recall having this particular one. The more I looked at this kit, the more I realized, I'm like, I don't think I ever had it. But I like doing a lot of these street rods. I really don't go crazy when I build them. I just kind of build them out of the box, play with colors, clean a couple of things up. Just build a nice model and just have fun and enjoy it. So I was kind of glancing at this one, looking it over, put the tires in bags, because who knows when I'll actually get to it, and looking for any damage, which I didn't really see any damage in it. But, these to me, they're kind of fun to do, something to break up the habit or break something up and really change up what I'm doing. But anyways, here's what else I got. Now I saw Iceman Collections right here. He came out with the Saleen resin 3D printed trans kit for the 88 Mustang GT. So there's the model I picked up a couple months back. And here's another picture of the resin kit. But he recently came out with the decals and in multiple colors. So I decided, he had them for $6. So I decided I would just pick a set of these up. Kind of went for the gold yellow color. This looks more orange. To match the Saleen on the windshield and on the side. Not really sure the year, because when I was starting to research Saleens, it looks more like a 90, 91, 92 set of stripes, but I'm not 100% sure. But I like how they got the S in them and everything. So I picked these up from Iceman Collections. And this one right here, this one is me splurging a bit. I have a number of Ferrari kits. I got all the supercars and some other interesting Ferrari kits, and I haven't built many of them. I built a couple of Ferraris on the channel, some of the old ones, a couple of Testarossas from the 80s, the Miami Vice one. Both Miami Vice cars, actually, even though one's really not a Ferrari. But this one, it caught my eye, and being this supposed to be the newest supercar, the F80 of the ultra hypercars and everything. And the car itself is interesting to me. So I'm like, all right, I'll go ahead and spend the money on this kit. And looking at what's in here real quick and everything, it's like, all right, this is definitely a different style of kit, or different from anything I built before. And I picked up a couple of these kits just to look at them and see what's in here, resin and everything. So it's definitely a challenge that I haven't really gotten into, although everything looks like it's really nice. The instructions are laid out really nice and everything. So kind of looking forward to doing one of these, just to give myself a different kind of challenge. But I definitely had to pick this one up and add it to my collection. And these guys working together, I don't know too much about them and everything, but it was definitely, this one interested me. And I got like one of their F40 competition wide body, whatever it's actually called, I can't think of it right now. Liberty Walk, I think is what it says on the box on that one. But I like that F40. That to me is pretty cool. But so this is one I don't know when I'll get to it. But when I feel like having a different kind of a challenge, I'll be definitely taking one of these on. But I seem to really prefer the resin kits over the 3D printed ones. But this one's got some 3D printed parts in it as well. So definitely a whole nother level here, resin and 3D printed. But I've seen some builds online of this, and seems like they were able to build them fast too. So that intimidates me a little bit. But anyway, just something for me to try and add to my Ferrari collection, because I don't know, may have like 15 different Ferrari kits piled up. But I haven't really shared them or showed any of them to you guys, because I mainly focus on the muscle cars, which is what I really love. But some of these hypercars and exotics, they interest me as well. So I want to build some here and there. So I've collected some of them too. So anyways, you guys, that'll conclude this one. Hope you liked it, or like, some of the stuff, or let me know if you built any one of these and what your thoughts are. But thanks for tuning in, subscribing, all your likes, shares, subscribes, and all your comments. I really do appreciate it. You guys, you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time.